for the longest time before I came to work here, I was a member and a part of that community, and so I understood the power from the members' perspective of how powerful that community can be. And then coming here and being able to look at our community as another resource, not only to bounce ideas off of, but to create new discussions. It's extremely valuable. I mean, it's the power of the collective versus just the power of one, really. So we're taking advantage of this just tremendous community that we have in the discussion boards to prompt new discussions, and those new discussions can help develop new ideas. You know, one of the initiatives we have here with Stock Advisor that I think has just been tremendous is what we call ticker guides. And essentially we've taken companies that are on our scorecard and we've found members of our community that have particular knowledge of that industry or that company. So for example, Ford, our ticker guide is someone who's worked in the automotive industry and knows Ford and GM and those companies and how they work. Starbucks, we have a ticker guide who's actually in the food and beverage industry and has, you know, an intimate knowledge of how that works. And so when you look at these companies, maybe they don't have specific company knowledge. That's not necessarily what we're looking for, but we're looking for more insight into the industry and the trends in that industry. And so then it helps us here at Fool HQ because we have a more educated community that can help grow the knowledge of these companies that we're recommending and understanding better how successful these companies really can be.
So these ticker guides for Ford or Starbucks, they are just members of the community, volunteers volunteering their time, but they have a special knowledge of the industry and they just give good feedback on the message boards?
Yeah, I mean, we ask them to follow the companies and we ask them to pay attention every quarter to the earnings calls so that they can basically go through those earnings releases and those conference calls and give us their feedback. And along the way, in between the quarterly reports, if they can stoke discussion on the community boards and you know, give us some ideas as to things that are going on that they maybe think are relevant, then that's helpful too.
Do you have any stock picks that have grown out of community discussion?
Well, I know that there have been some picks recently that I don't know that they necessarily came directly from the boards or from the community, but I believe that the community influenced these recommendations. One that comes to mind is Nuance Communications. This is a company that is better known. They're the company behind the voice recognition technology, right? And they're the ones that are behind Apple Siri. And it's a company that David has had on his side of the scorecard for a little while. And then it was re-recommended not too terribly long ago, I know, because of one of our community members who's followed the company very closely and had just kind of kept sort of tabs on the industry and the way the company was going. David liked what he had to say, and he had, you know, dug further into the company to sort of see where they stood, and he liked it enough to re-recommend it.